my channel. I'm going to be creating this Scarecrow Halloween look for you guys. Super great last minute costume. Just throw on a flannel and jeans or overalls, whatever you've got. Sorry about the lack of intro. My original got deleted. So here's my voiceover intro. And let's go ahead and get into the look. So first off, we're going to start with a foundation that's lighter than your natural shade. I am using the Time Wise Mary Kay foundation in beige 2. I'm just putting that all over my face and buffing that out with a foundation brush just to make it even and complete coverage. Next, once the foundation is on, I'm going to go ahead and go in with my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I'm just going to put this all over like I normally would with my everyday makeup, under my eyes, down my nose, on my chin, covering any imperfections, etc. I'm going to go ahead and blend that all out with a concealer brush. Again, this whole first part is really just like how you would apply your everyday foundation. Maybe even a little bit more coverage if you'd like. Once that's all blended out, I'm going to go ahead and set all of that with a powder. I am using the Ben Nye translucent powder in Fair, which honestly doesn't make a lot of sense to me. If it's fair, it has a little bit of color, so it's not exactly translucent. Anyways, I'm just using a large powder brush to put that all over my face and set the foundation. Next, I'm going to prime my eyes with the Laura Mercier eyelid primer and just put that all over my lids with my ring fingers. Okay, pause for a second. Look at how cute my nails are. Raquel Pitts did them, Nailed by Rock, if you want to check her out on Instagram. She does amazing work. Love it. Okay, anyways, back to the makeup. Okay, next I'm going to go in with the 350 or 02 palette. I'm going to use the color Orb as my transition shade. I'm just going to put that in the crease and right above it with a fluffy brush. Now with the same palette, I'm going to go in with the shade Ablaze. I'm going to put that in the crease and outer corner just to brighten the eye up and make it a little bit more, well, orange, because that's what we're going for. Alright, so right next to that shade, we're going to go in with the color Sauce. It's a little bit of a shimmer and a lighter orange and apply that all over the lid. So then you get these different contrasts of oranges. For the final step, I'm going to mix together Heat and Spice just to add a little bit more depth and dimension in the outer corner and also on the outer corner of the lower lash line. Now, off camera, I'm going to apply my eyeliner on the lids, on the lash line, as well as on my waterlines. And then I'm going to go ahead and coat my lashes with some mascara. Here I am using the Rimmel London Scandalize Mascara. Alright, and now let's add some color to my super pale face at the moment. I'm using a bronzer from ColourPop. Just using a bronzing brush, I'm going to put that in under my cheekbones as well as on the temples and on my forehead. And then using a smaller brush, I'm going to do bronzing along the sides of my nose, under my lower lip, and I'm also going to be bronzing underneath my chin. So honestly, just the normal face process where I would normally apply my bronzer. Now I'm going to apply my highlight. I'm using the Luna highlighter in the shade Calypso. I'm just going to put that all over the high points of my cheekbones, down the center of my nose, on my forehead, and the tip of my chin. as well as my Cupid's bow area and under my brows. Again, just to add that little highlight, the same as I normally do with my everyday face makeup. In a sense, this is almost a little 3-in-1 look for you guys. So during the day, you can wear this out to your everyday face makeup just with a bright orange Halloween eye. Add some blush, maybe a nude lip, and you're good to go. And then for the evening, when you need to dress up, you can go into the Scarecrow makeup, which we're going to start right now. So I'm using the Ben Nye cream makeup and a stippling brush. Not a brush, it is a sponge. And I'm going to just lightly put that in the makeup and gently stipple that all over my cheeks and nose, creating freckles. Then with the back end of a small brush to make bigger freckles and add that depth and make them more realistic, I'm going to dip that in the makeup as well and tap that all over. And I'm going to set this with the translucent powder as well. Now with that sauce color, we really want to brighten up those cheeks. I'm just taking, honestly, a random brush and putting that color on my cheeks to make a bright orange blush. Now for the nose, I'm going to go in with the Ben Nye cream colors in the shade Yellow. I'm just going to draw a yellow triangle on my nose and fill that in. I then later realized, this is a bit too yellow, so I added just a tiny bit of red using the NYX eyeshadow in the shade Red, just to deepen that up a little bit, as you'll see in a bit. Now going in with a black color and a very fine brush, I'm actually using the ColourPop liquid lipstick in the shade Friday. I just feel like it stays a lot better and it was a lot deeper than the cream makeups I have. I am going to outline the nose in black, and then we are going to add stitching after that. For the stitching, I'm just adding a few random lines and then adding a dot on the end of each line. This is going to make it appear more like it's actually going into the skin, like it's an actual stitching. Alright, sorry guys, so as you can see my background's a little bit different. Well, it's the same, but my camera died because this took way longer than I expected, so I started filming this part with my phone. Anyways, we're going to be going in again with that liquid lipstick I mentioned earlier, ColourPop in the shade Friday, or any black liquid lipstick you have, or even cream makeup will work for this. Just make sure it's the shade black, or a really deep brown. You can definitely switch it up if you guys like, make it your own. Anyways, we're going to put this all over our lips, and then using a fine brush again, we are going to go ahead and extend the smile and create the stitching in the same way that we did on the nose. with that same brush and black color, we're going to create little patches on the forehead. You could do any shapes you want. I decided to do a triangle and a square. You can do 1 square, 2 squares, circle, whatever you guys want to do. You're going to want to get the outline of those shapes how you want it first. Then we're going to go ahead and fill it in with any color that you guys want, to be honest. I used the Ben Nye cream paints in a dark green color, which is what I'm going to use to fill in the square. And then I went in with the same yellow that I used on the nose to fill in the triangle. And time for that stitching again. So again, a fine brush, the black color, make the lines. You can make X's, make them parallel, however you want, and add those dots at the end just to make it look like the patches that we colored in are sewn into the Scarecrow's face. I decided to do something a little bit extra and add some stitching along the neck. Really easy, just drawing a line and doing the same stitching process that we had done on the rest of the face. And that is it, you guys. That is the completed look for this pretty version of a skeleton, I guess you could say. And if you guys want to see part 2, make sure you subscribe to my channel, and I will be posting the gory version soon. Thanks guys, love you all.